bass, folks. Big bass. Yes, finally. Nice bass.
Hey folks, and welcome back to part 3 of my Rapidan and Rappahannock camping, floating, and fishing trip. So if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, go back and check them out. Had some great bass fishing action, some excellent underwater video of various species, sunfish, bass, a bunch of others. And finally, on day 2 of this trip, I caught a really nice snakehead. Well, to start off this day right here, I went diving in there to see if I could get some underwater video of that fry ball for you. So, let's get to it. Folks, what you're seeing directly ahead here is the fry ball itself as all of the individual fry come to the surface to breathe. If you don't know a lot about snakehead, they're what's called an obligate air breather. They have to breathe air. That's why you'll often be able to find a fry ball from snakehead by searching for the bubbles created by their young as they're surfacing to breathe air. What I found most fascinating about it is the way they rise up. It almost looks like a mushroom cloud as they move up in a column and then balloon out once they hit the surface. It's so cool swimming with them. One more interesting fact, they actually change color as they age from orange to their more natural colors.
These fine gentlemen here have loaded my kayak for me.
As you're on the way out of here, usually this is pocket water you can kayak or canoe through fairly easily. The water was low this year, so we ended up walking it out most of the way by necessity. But there is some good pocket water in here. This year I caught a lot of small ones, but there have been years where I've caught some really nice ones through here. If you're out here with a group, make sure you don't run through the rapids so tight that you end up running into each other. Now, as I'm fishing this pocket water today, folks, what I'm using here is a 4-inch soft plastic Zoom Lizard fished on a 2-aught hook with I think a 1/32 ounce bullet weight. You could certainly go heavier than that without issue, but the great thing about this size plastic lizard, I can catch 20-inch smallmouth, or I can catch these big red-breast and long-ear sunfish. And if you want to make a shore lunch out here, there's a lot of those big sunfish out here. I recommend using the blue cats for that, just because there's so many and the river needs to have some of those taken out. But those big sunfish are definitely around. Now as you're going down the faster water here, plan your routes, look for those spots you want to avoid, have a much smoother ride, and a much safer one too.
Yeah! I'm coming, dude. Still following?
When you're out here catching smallmouth, you'll often have 2 or 3 chasers following the one you have. If you do,
got one.
Let your buddy know.
There he is, little guy.
Just like Frank let me know right here.
Still fighting. Oh, one of the yak. There.
Teamwork fish, man. Yep, they are in the channel on structure. Well, I got you on the camera here.
You got me there?
Yep. Jesus, look at that school of catfish. Another couple hundred of those things.
Now, if you look ahead at that patch of sand in between the underwater vegetation, you're going to see a big snakehead. My buddy and I, from about 100, 200 feet off, we actually saw 2 big male snakehead fighting in the shallows. I knew what it was because I recognized that kind of action from all the videos that I've seen in my past experience. So I got over here, started trying to make this fish bite. Let's see how it goes.
She wouldn't take it. She turned on it, but she wouldn't take it. Looking right at me. so close to taking.
Now, as you can see there, folks, that snakehead more or less took me to school, man. He came so close to hitting so many times. To say I was on the edge of my seat would be a complete understatement. What I wish I would have had in retrospect is a small topwater hollow body lure that I could have left sit stationary right on top of him. Because I've had good luck maintaining the retrieve with them sharking it and taking it. I've had good luck having a topwater hollow body that I can fish almost stationary and just let it sit in front of them for 10 or 15 seconds and then they'll take. But when it comes to retrieving it and stomping it in front of a snakehead, I've just personally never had much luck with it, man. So hopefully that helps you learn a few lessons from my experience.
Nice largemouth on. Came right from that big mat of timber and leaves you see. It's a decent little river largemouth though. Ooh, there you are. Hey, 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 I had you. Got a little chunk. A pretty little chunk. Bass, folks. Big bass. Yes, finally. Nice bass. I've been waiting to hook up on this rivet. I don't know how many blow-ups I've had with no hookups. But finally got a good hookup. That's a nice fish. That is the biggest smallmouth that I have landed this trip. I touched it now, so I'm gonna count it. Come here, Beady. Come here. There's a smallie. Whew, yeah. Here, chill for just a second, okay? Just a second. Because once again, I'm back to having to manually turn on my GoPro Hero Max. A GoPro Max 360, I should say. There we go. All right. There she is. There we go. Yeah. Oh, you beauty, you. Yes. Finally. I'd estimate her to say maybe 18.
Well, folks, to close out this video here, I'm going to leave you with some more of the beautiful scenery that you see out here on this river, as well as giving you the details on how to plan this float trip for yourself. So first things first, we generally put in at Ellie's Ford. You don't have to put in there, there's other access points, but if you do put in there, that'll make the float for your first day, I believe it's between 6 and 8 miles. You can see it on the graphic right here. Now, that first stretch, I fish it really slowly. A lot of the guys we go with like to just get downriver to get the campsite they want. But the campsites that we use are going to be right at the confluence of the Rapidan and Rappahannock Rivers. There's a bunch of them around there. Now for the second day, we'll generally go around in the area that's pretty proximate to the actual campsites. And we end up catching a lot of fish. That's the general area where you saw me taking all the underwater video. But it's just such a beautiful area. I love waking up there and seeing that sunrise. Now, on the last day out, that's where you're going to go from your campsite down to the Mott's Run boat ramp, is where we normally take out. This section, aside from the beginning of it, is generally going to be slower than your other sections you've encountered on the first 2 days. And you'll begin to see the personality of the river change from being rocky and faster water to lower, slower, more spread out, more vegetation. But I've still caught some big smallies down here. But folks, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. I want to leave the last part of this video. It's going to show the takeout point. And I just want to say, if you're going to come out here, please take care of it. You know, sharing this information, it's always risky because this place is as beautiful as it is, the fishing is as good as it is, because people come here and take care of it. So please, if you come out here, whatever you bring with you, take out of there and only keep what you need. Alright folks, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a good one.